Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Bears will kick it away to start us off. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain.
How about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Toss to the outside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt. And I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. They're working that left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Denson. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense has it. They're on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out.
Touchdown, Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him. Got enough for the 1st. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, They had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Play number 9 on this drive. To the air, it's Kinsey. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. Got enough space. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Barco. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
Trying to make magic. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And I know this defense was expecting to pass on that play, and they're worried about these receivers running down the field, but you've got to do a better job of being aware and locating the football, rallying to it, and getting that ball carrier down short of the sticks.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the option. He'll toss it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it, though.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
In the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you could tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Baylor! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Line getting set on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Zings it complete to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught in the backfield, it's Everett. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
As a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense changing the play. Snaps it in the shotgun. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. Get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Jackson. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Clemens. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
They'll give it to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Clemens. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Past the first down marker and still running. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field with the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Hand off from the shotgun. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Gardner. The quick out. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a crease. It's Barry. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Grabbed in the middle, it's Foster. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
At the 7-yard line, 1st and goal for Ohio State.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Takes the handoff. It's Barry. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Complete in the middle. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Baylor! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give. Can't get him to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Gardner. Snagged in the middle, it's Denson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, looking to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that one's incomplete.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big third down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
Gonna run it. It's Barry. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on fourth down? It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Rush is on him. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Wants to throw again. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Grant behind the line, it's Denson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Man, what an awesome game. This is exactly, guys, when we were talking to coaches, they knew it would come down to the last minute. It would be competitive. And how about that? The offense coming through, tying this football game. Well, an extra point away from tying this football game up. And now, 2-minute drill on the other side. Who can execute? Who can make a big play down this stretch? Maybe go down the field, get a field goal. We got a good finish coming.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up by 35 over Air Force. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Bears will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. From midfield, looking for room. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary and the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Throws to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. got some room to run. Inside the 30. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to thread the field position with the return. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the field goal unit is on the field. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. And it's good! After the earlier miss. Redemption and celebration after the game winner. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play, but you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.